Good day, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Honorable Maji Solomon. I am an inventor of an offhand method of teaching in Western education. Right now, I am going to teach the history of agriculture. The history of agriculture in the field of agricultural science. Agricultural science. Agricultural science. Topic: History of agriculture. History of agriculture. The history of agriculture is traceable to the activities of the early men in those days. The early men were the set of people that were living in the bush. They were living in the bush and they were living in the cave. During their days, there was nothing like building. During their days, there was nothing like cloth. They were using animal skin to cover their nakedness. The early men were referred to as gatherers of fruits and hunters. They were referred to as hunters and gatherers of fruits. They were in the bush, moving from one place to another in search of food. They were busy gathering fruits, berries, tubers, nuts, etc. The early men fed on fruits and the other crops. They threw away the seeds of the fruit which they have eaten. Those seeds were thrown into the ground. They discarded those seeds and the seeds germinated and bore fruit. When the early men discovered that the seeds which they have thrown germinated and bore fruit, they started planting the seeds consciously. They started planting the seeds intentionally. And agriculture deals with the planting of crops. So the early men started planting the seeds intentionally, consciously. To them, they did not know the name of such practice because they were illiterate. They did not know the name of such practice, but they started planting the seeds of the fruits which they have eaten consciously. The same element were referred to as the hunters. They were referred to as hunters. They were busy killing wild animals in the bush. And the younger ones, animals have younger ones. Animals have little ones. The element captured the younger ones and they brought them to their dwelling places. They were living in the caves. The element were living in the caves. There was not like building for them to live in. They were living in the cave. They brought the younger ones of the animals. They brought them to their dwelling places. And they were raising the younger ones. And the younger ones got matured. And they were mating one another. The male ones started mating the female ones. And the female ones started reproducing. They started giving birth to the younger ones. The early men were the first set of people that practiced agriculture. But to them, they did not know the name of such practice. In the first place, they were referred to as hunters and gatherers of fruit. They were able to plant the seeds of the crops, the seeds of the fruits which they have eaten. And the seeds germinated and bore fruit. They were able to bring the younger animals, the young ones, to their dwelling places. And they raised those ones. And those ones started reproducing. And we said, in the field of agriculture, agriculture deals with the production of crops and the rearing of animals for the benefit of man. Agriculture has to do with the production of crops and the rearing of animals for the benefit of human beings. Okay, early men planted seeds of the fruits which they have eaten. Early men they were able to raise the younger animals. They were able to rear the younger ones. And the younger ones became matured and the younger ones reproduced. If we begin to trace the history of agriculture, we can deduce that agriculture was first practiced by the early men. But to them, they did not know the name of such practice. Thank you so much.